Okay, hello my readers. Today I'm going to review you a book, The Second Ring of Power by Carlos Castaneda. And do you know something about Carlos Castaneda? I became a reader because of this guy, like years back. And it was the book Journey to Ixtlan that I read the first from this guy. Of course I had been reading books before that point, of course. But I wasn't a reader, I read a book here and there and I usually didn't finish those books. But this writer made me understand literature, and made me dive into literature like full blast, And after that, I've been reading, like hundreds of books, like hundreds and hundreds of books. And this is one of them. This is the newest one that I read. And I have had this, book for like years, This came out of a used bookstore. So I didn't get this new, but you can still get Castaneda books new also. They are released by Harper, like nowadays. You can get them all, in English. If you are a Finnish viewer, there are some Castaneda books that you can find used. But if you can read English, read it in English because that's the original language. So, who's Carlos Castaneda? Well, he was an what's that name for that? Profession that goes around and anthropologist. And this book is not about the Indian sage or Indian shaman called Don Juan. This book is not about him, and I don't know if this was like written after Don Juan's death or something like that. I'm not really sure. I think not. This is one of the earlier ones, and I think this is one of his weakest books. Some of his books are really life-changing, like the book Active Side of Infinity or The Art of Dreaming, those are life-changing books, and The Journey to Ixtlan. But the books like The Power of Silence and The Fire from Within, I feel that those are kind of weaker, books, and this one. So he has great stuff, and he only wrote this kind of story arc in his life. And this book is all over the place, and he kind of like downplays a bit, like a lot here on family life and having children and the effects of your spiritual life on this. And yeah, of course this is kind of common sense, I think, for everybody who's even a bit spiritual. But I don't know, it's a great book. It's a great book in some ways, the writing is very kind of, it has a great flow to it. But otherwise, this is not the most important book in the world to read, but Castaneda is one of the most important writers that you should read. It's going to open up your mind, Usually Carlos Castaneda books are grouped in the New Age, religion, mythology, this type of stuff. It's a spiritual. Is he a New Age writer? Well, no. These things that the Don Juan teaches, they have been known in the Indian culture. I mean the Aborigines, in America, they have been known for millennia at least. This is very sacred knowledge, and his life work is very important because of that, because he went and he westernized this and made the Western people understand that that in the American heritage, there's deep wisdom there, at least as deep as in India, at least as deep. Might be even deeper stuff. So I highly recommend this writer, but this book is not so good, I'm going through books right at this moment. I'm going through books that I have like yet to read. You know, books that I have just left lying around. This I have had this for like years. Like years, and I just didn't get to it. Until now. So that sometimes happens for me. But yeah, Carlos Castaneda, Second Ring of Power. Castaneda made me into a reader. Also maybe a writer, I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for watching.